Okay guys, usually the math papers will contain questions that test your ability to do approximations of specific requirements. For example, this question here asks you to write the number 4647 correct to the nearest 100. This is a straightforward question with only 1 mark awarded to the correct answer. So what do you do here? Simply, you look for the 2 least significant figures of whole numbers and replace them with 0. Then you decide if the third significant figure should be rounded up or not, simply by looking to the digit on its right and comparing it with 5. If it is less than 5, then no rounding is needed. If it is 5 or higher, then you have to round the third digit up. Here, this digit is 4, which is less than 5. So we will not round the 6 up, so it stays the same. And of course, any more figures on the left will remain the same. And that's it. Your answer should be 4600. Now, if the question asked you for the nearest 1000, then the 7, 4, and 6 will be replaced by zeros. In the fourth digit here, which is 4, will be rounded up to 5 because the digit on its right here is greater than 5. One more possible scenario. If the given number had any fractions, then we simply ignore anything on the right of the decimal point. So here the 0.92 will be ignored, the 47 will be zeros, and the rest will stay the same. See another question from past papers. Here you are asked to write 0.00268 correct to 2 significant figures. You will get 1 mark if your final answer is correct. Again, a straightforward question. To keep only 2 significant figures, they must be the most significant figures. And we start counting those figures when we hit the first non-zero figure from the left. So when we look to this number, this is 0, so we don't count. 0, same. 0, same. 2, so this will be our first significant figure. 6, this will be our second significant figure. But we are not done yet. What should you do with the 8? Well, 8 is greater than 5, and so we will use it to round the 6 up to 7. So our final answer will be 0.0027. Never ever skip this step. Rounding should always be checked when you do a So now let's see one last example from past papers. In this question, you are first required to write down the full calculator display of this numerical operation. Then you must write it again correct to 4 decimal places. Each part is awarded 1 mark for the correct answer. So for the first part, basically your ability to use the calculator correctly is tested. And I really believe all of you should have prepared perfectly for it. It really depends on your preference and the type of calculator that you always used. Anyways, if done correctly, your calculator should give you this answer. 6.5833122236. You can check it out by yourself. Now for the second part, 4 decimal places means 4 figures on the right of the decimal point. So any figures on the left of the decimal point will be kept the same, of course. which means now for this question we have 6 points, and then we count 4 decimal places, 5, 8, 3, 3. And as always, we'll check for rounding. So here we see that the fifth figure is less than 5, which means that we don't need to do any rounding up. And that's it, guys. This should be your answer for this part, and you're done with this question.